And do y'all have the judges criteria, the form for that, Matthew and Sean?
I'm hunting for it right now.
Here, I can put the link in the chat if that's
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
easier for you. I got it right here. I see two Sean Olsons. I don't know which one's going to the right one. I'm gonna send it to both of you. You and your doppelganger. Okay. And then Matthew, you have it?
I do.
Okay. Remember from yesterday. So awesome. And did you say we're already live streaming, Jeff?
Yes, so don't say anything bad about me. It'll be
okay.
live. People,
I was about to.
People,
so
people I know. People will hear it. I know. People will hear that.
Mm-hmm. That's your like double protection. I will go ahead and live stream.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's good.
I have to send it in the chat, Morgan.
That's right.
That's good idea. Thank you.
Wow. Who said that? Wait a minute. Where's the disconnect button? Where's the disconnect icon? Was that Matthew that said that?
It was.
Well, I did notice, guys, yesterday, just some things that I'm picking up on. Next year, we might look at providing the participants who, the folks that are going to participate with a microphone, some type of way so that in the future we can clearly hear, the chatter going on between the competitors. Yesterday with Southwest, it was just a little difficult to hear, with the masks, which they got to have masks. So look, people out here looking at the live stream, I'm not advocating not wearing masks. I didn't say that. But having a microphone so that at some point, if they're working together, we can kind of hear more clearly what's going on. And, set some clearer rules moving forward with regard to background noise, interaction with coaches, things like that. So, all right, there's Matthew. Good morning, Matthew. Let's see. I think he's still muted. Matthew, good morning. He might be still getting set up. If I know Matthew, he has he's yet to connect video or audio. So let's see. There we go. Let's try this again. Okay, there's his second computer. There we go. Okay, so
yeah, I was gonna say, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. I figured you were doing the two computer thing.
Yeah, we got just so you know, today we have a reporter from our local newspaper. So Miss Carmen Boone. And so she's going to be sitting in the back, kind of taking some pictures of the kids and stuff, just so you know.
So in other words, I really have to behave. Wow. Gosh. So much pressure.
After once they're done, so I don't Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, so it will take about, we have an hour time slot.
That's
roughly.
correct.
So after that time, then I told the kids that we'll hold on to them so that way you can talk to them. And I'll go get the other team that competed yesterday
Okay.
as well.
Wow. Well done.
Yeah, so we got her coming, and then our public relations person is coming as well.
Oh, wow.
So,
Excellent.
Um,
Well, we'll make sure you get copies of the live streams so that if they want to pull anything from that, they can as well.
awesome. Awesome. I set up a new webcam because I wanted you to see what they were working on yesterday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, because I sent you some pictures of their work.
Yes. Very impressive.
Let's see.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up the kids.
All right. Excellent. We'll wait on your cue, Matthew.
Do you I had a student yesterday make an interesting comment about the rate of which the stopping speed of the drone
Mm-hmm.
and trying to factor that in.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to look up online and I couldn't seem to find it. I don't know if you would know this, but what the default speed of the drone is within drone blocks.
30 inches per second.
30 inches per second.
Yes, and there is a command under navigation that allows you to control the speed.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it is 30 inches per second.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I know I can set the speed and stuff. And so I was like, that's a good idea. I was like, I'll see if I can figure out what the default is. I'm gonna go get them now.
All right,
I
excellent.
love that they're discussing it after the fact and stuff.
Yeah, this is a student that was gonna compete today that was talking to me about it last night when we had our transition night
Excellent.
for kids. But
That's
all right,
great.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, because I remember Matthew saying 8:05 was the time, because schools are their bell schedule is always
Yes.
like
Yes.
7:32, you enter the building, and then you're released, and then so he was 8:05.
Well, what's really interesting, ladies and gentlemen, is that's what this activity is designed to do. It is designed to make math. It is designed to make math and reading and writing more tangible for students to a point where it becomes real for them. And what Matthew just said is a testament, because when things are real for students, especially middle school students, I mean, I've had the joy of having 2 in my household over the years, and to get them to talk about anything, you have to find something that's relevant to them. And they will, you get to a point, they won't be quiet about it, right? I started talking about video games. I couldn't get them off the phone with their friends or get them quiet. But, other things, when you start talking about school and English and math, they're turned off because it's not relevant to them. So that's what this activity does. It makes it relevant. It makes it real. So I'm glad to hear that the discussions are carrying on even after the competition. I think Morgan, I shared April's.
Yes, I was just thinking about that.
Her
Yes.
students were doing the same thing.
So they were talking about angles. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the way to the lunchroom. I love it.
Now, my guess is at some point, when they were learning about angles in math, it really didn't stick for them. But yesterday, they saw the importance of understanding the appropriate angle. So yeah, that's what this activity is designed to do, and I'm glad to hear that it's making its mark with the students. All right, so it's 8:02, and he should be here in just a second. So judges, do you have any questions right off the bat? Any housekeeping questions? We're going to cover a few things, but pretty much you'll just observe and I'll give you the score to fill out. You'll put that into the form, and then at the end, you will talk about you'll score them based on their participation, and I'll go over that in our intro here in just a second.
I presume we'll get the team name.
Yes, you will get the team name and all that great stuff.
Good deal.
All right.
Were you just talking about team name?
Yes, Morgan.
So it's Gainwell Middle School, but we had also Gainwell Middle School yesterday. So I didn't think about, so
call them
number
team
two.
two. Call them team
Yeah,
two.
so Gamewell, one word, Middle School Team 2.
Yeah, let's do that.
Mr. Epps, do you mind if we quote you in the newspaper?
No worries.
Okay.
That's my quote to everything. No worries.
Is this in your school newspaper, Matthew, or something else?
No, this is the local newspaper.
Okay, yeah. If you get a chance, once they do it, if you'll share it with us, then we'll put it out through NCBCE as well. We would love to share.
The article?
Yeah.
I can't send you the exact article until after it's been printed. I'm not allowed to do
Yeah.
that, but I can.
Yeah, once it's published.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Excellent. I'll tell you what, Miss Boone, we'll go through our session here, and I'm pretty sure I'll come up with something clever to say, hopefully, or something quotable.
Can you see here? I was listening before the students came in, and I heard you say, talk a little bit about that activity yesterday, so I just wrote some of that stuff down.
Uh-oh.
That's what I was wondering, because I wrote down how you said this activity is making its mark on students and how math and science are involved, so I just wanted to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, feel free to ride with that one. I mean, that's what this particular activity is all about. The drones are the lure. That's all. The drone is nothing more than a lure to get their interest, to make it cool and exciting and fun. We're just not going to bother to tell them that they're increasing their reading and math skills. We'll just let that be a product. And I think after this competition, they'll realize that hopefully I better pay a little bit more attention in math class, because math is now all around me. Even when I'm piloting a drone that's on the other side of the state, angles and measurement and reading and analysis, all these skills are needed to be successful, not only in the classroom, but they'll be successful when they transition into the workforce.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm sorry, Matthew, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're about ready to begin.
We got both kids and we're all set to go here. So.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and good morning and get started. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending our third drone competition session today. We are joined by some esteemed judges and esteemed guests today, and we're going to have a lot of fun engaging with students at Gainwell Middle School. So at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Miss Morgan Crawford of the NCBCE to bring greetings this morning. Morgan?
Good morning. Thank you, Jeff, and welcome to, as Jeff said, the first North Carolina Educator UAS cohort drone competition. This is the third session, and we are excited to have Gainwell Middle School competing this morning. We'll get y'all to introduce yourselves in just a moment. I am Morgan Crawford with the North Carolina Business Committee for Education. We're out of the governor's office. We're a nonprofit, and we focus on career awareness, career experiences, and linking students and educators with the business world. So this drone cohort was a spinoff from STEM Connect conference we had last November. So this has been fun to see. We have over 60 North Carolina educators who are participating in the cohort. And we look forward to having this competition not just be the first, but to be the first of many. I would like to introduce our judges. We have Sean Olson joining us this morning from Cloudwise, and Matthew McLam with the North Carolina Department of Information Technology. I also want to thank Jeff Epps of Emerald City and Paul Rossi of 910 Drones for leading the cohort and the competition. And a special thank you to Bridge Tech, who is our sponsor. Welcome and good luck.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Morgan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you'll get an opportunity to meet the judges after our session. Right now, they are super focused on ensuring that this competition goes smoothly, and they're just dying to award you some points. So I'm going to start out by sharing out a screen here and minimize that and bring up. There we go. Okay, so I want to start out with going over some quick little rules here. I'm going to put these up on the big screen. Is everybody able to see those? Okay. Matthew, are your students able to see this okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, excellent. All right, so let's just talk about scoring real quick. So upon landing, the drone's distance from the waypoint will be measured by me, the flight zone manager. And if the drone is 12 inches or greater away from the center of the target, you will receive a score of 1. If it is 12 to 10 inches from the target, you will receive a score of 2. 8 to 10 inches, you'll receive a score of 3. 6 to 8 inches, you'll receive a score of 4. 4 to 6 inches will be a score of 6. And if it is 2 to 4 inches away from the target, you will receive a score of 8. And finally, last but not least, if you are 0 to 2 inches from the center of the target, you will receive a score of 10.
I think you muted Jeff somehow.
I'm sorry, I hit the space bar. Sorry about that, guys. Working with 2 computers today and a double latte, so I'm really wired. So the judges will evaluate each team's communication and effective use of available resources. They're going to assign you a score of 1 to 5 after the session. So to the contestants, the judges will be listening at all times to hear how you talk to each other, how you communicate with me. How do you communicate with your coach? Communication being defined as monitoring how effectively the
You muted yourself.
I know I got to keep my hand off that keyboard. And so they're looking for how you communicate with each other and your teammates, as well as your other resources. And then, of course, use of resources. How are you utilizing all the resources available to you, such as written instructions? Let's see here, written instructions. We're talking about the flight zone manager, flight zone information as well. So let's talk about the resources that are available to you. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the share here real quick. And let's talk about camera views. So I'm going to quickly switch over my camera view. And you should now be looking at the game zone. So to my students at Gamewell and Mr. Hilton, excuse me, Mr. Hilton, all right, can you now see the actual flight grid? I'm standing here at waypoint 1 at the drone. Can you see the drone at my feet?
Yes.
Okay, this is waypoint 1, 2 right here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Waypoint 3. Can you see waypoint 3?
Yes.
Okay. Waypoint 4. How about that?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. And finally, waypoint 5, which is here. This is your main view of the grid. You'll need to utilize this view as much as possible. However, there is a second view that is available to you upon request, which will be this view. Does everybody see my hand in front of this camera?
Yeah.
Okay, at times you might need to be able to see what's going on up a little closer to measure the distance of the drone. This is a roaming camera. And as you can see, I have the ability to pick the camera up and show you exactly where the drone is relative to the waypoint. At any time, you can request for a roaming view, and I can make that happen for you. Is that understood?
Yes.
All right, excellent. All right, so with that, I'm now going to share out the screen here. Going to stop the presentation. Okay, we are now at mission number 1. And let's see here. To my Gainwell students, are you able to clearly see mission number 1 on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to switch over to drone blocks. Can you now see the drone block screen on the drone blocks interface on the screen?
Yes.
All right, excellent. All right, so I'm going to now go ahead and give control. And is that going to be M. Hilton, Mr. Hilton?
Yeah, it should be the M. Hilton one.
Okay. I've now given control to the students. All right, excellent. At Gamewell, perfect. All right, so now you have the control of the screen. I'd like for you to do a couple of things. Scroll down to the very bottom of the screen. The very last slide. Keep going. Okay, there we go. On slide number 8, please click on slide number 8. That is your grid. That is the dimensions of the grid in which you have to fly. It is basically 6 by 9. Okay. Use this grid as a visual tool resource when planning your mission. Please click on slide number 9. This is your compass. You may use this compass to determine your heading as to where to tell the drone to turn if the instructions call for that. Now please scroll back up to mission number 1. So, Gamewell Team 2, are there any questions at this point in terms of what you need to do, the rules, and the tools you have available to you?
No, sir.
Okay, if you would, please start by reading mission number 1 aloud, and you may begin.
The drone must take off from waypoint 1, fly forward about 4.5 feet between waypoints 3 and 4, and turn and fly back in the opposite direction to waypoint 1. Now 4.5 feet, so literally half a 9.
Yeah.
And then
We have to
turn
go.
off override. That's same shit.
Yeah.
All right. How do we open up the drone blocks? Is it just
Yes, down at the very bottom of the screen, you should see the drone blocks icon. Do you see it?
no, because the Zoom thing is in the way.
Oh, okay. Can you move that out of your way?
Might be able to, hold on.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
If not, I can assist you.
I don't know if it's ours or.
No worries. No worries.
Over.
Yes, we'll go ahead and move you over. And at any given time, you can just simply request to switch back over, and I'll be glad to do that for you.
All right.
Sound good.
Thank you. Just to make sure we don't overshoot. Divide by 2. So we can get half. All right. Just a little bit slower, just in case it goes over. So we're going to fly forward
54 inches.
54 inches.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
But yeah.
54, and then where's it just says go back, right?
You guys can always switch back to the mission just to make sure. See, okay.
All right. Oh, let me actually check this. This is oh, no, it's not wrong. All right. Can we check the mission one more time?
Absolutely. Switching over now.
Thank you. Wait for it. Fly halfway between 3 and 4.
Turn and fly back the opposite direction.
Alright.
Yeah.
We are ready to launch, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the drone on. Power the drone up. I will make your Wi-Fi connection to the drone, and then I will give you your clear to launch.
All right.
This first one will definitely let you know kind of how it's going to react.
So I'm going to get used to that. This is 9 feet instead of 10. Like that's
Yeah,
kind of I was used to all the little.
All right, Team 2, you are clear to launch.
I gotta hide this panel.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Yep. Hold on. No worries, I got you covered.
There we go.
All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Go ahead and launch when ready. Okay, the drone is up. The drone flies forward. Turns around in the opposite direction. And it is now going to land. Okay. The drone landed
Here we go.
approximately 4 inches from the center. Team 2, what would you like to do? Would you like to try another attempt or stay with the score you with the distance you have?
I think I'd like to stay. I think.
Okay. Here we go. So I am going to temporarily, let's see here. So that is a score of within 4 inches. That is going to be a score of, it is within 4 inches, 2 to 4. That's going to be a score of 8 for this mission. All right, so they've elected not to try a second attempt. We will now move on to mission 2. Please read mission 2 aloud.
The drone must take off from waypoint 1, fly right about 3 feet to waypoint 5, fly forward about 9 feet to waypoint 4, fly left about 3 feet between waypoints 3 and 4, and backward, fly backwards. Okay. So hold on. Don't move.
Just fly right, forward, and left. To
Well. Oh, right, 3 feet to there. Oh, okay. I thought that was the. All right, so
36 inches.
So yeah, fly right 36 inches, fly forward 9 feet, fly left 3 so we can get center, and then fly backwards. What was it again? Like
Another one.
12. All right, whatever that was.
Okay.
Let me just write down this. Let me just kind of write down the path so I can remember, just so we don't have to look. We shouldn't have to look again.
3.
All right, we are ready.
Okay, we're going to switch you over to the drone block screen. Feel free to begin coding your mission.
Set speed. All right. right.
36.
So don't have to get back in there. And how much is it?
108.
All right. 108, thank you.
To the left.
To the left, how much?
36.
Thank you. And
And
then,
then back another 108.
all right. I think we are ready.
Okay. Remove that spotlight on that. There we go. Okay, so let me check the drone. Okay, the drone. Gentlemen, I do believe you are ready to launch.
Let's actually hope it works.
Okay, the drone is up. We have a successful launch. Okay, we are going to the right. We're now moving forward. We're now moving to the left. We are now flying backwards. Okay, gentlemen,
What? I don't
right now, the drone is approximately 2.5 feet from the target. It's 2.5 feet from the target.
Do you know what happened midair? Because distance should have been Greg.
Well, the only thing I can tell you there is there could have been some type of atmospheric change that we have no control over, and that's going to happen. At this point, is there any other resource I can provide for you to help you make a better decision?
I think we can review.
Can we get one more chance?
Absolutely. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and place the drone back into the takeoff pod.
Crazy. I've never used to do that. I would never have thought.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You want to add, since the overshot not much so much there, you want to, when it comes back, you want to add a bit more, just a bit of distance,
Yeah.
maybe like 10 inches.
It's a 2.5. He said it was off by 2. Okay. So that was about 24 inches right there.
Yeah, but what if it doesn't? If it doesn't overshoot that second time, then we're also risking going over. So
yeah,
I wouldn't say add the perfect amount because. Yeah. All right, I think we're ready for a launch.
All right, you may launch when ready, gentlemen.
I think at this point it's just kind of a guessing game.
Yeah.
The drone is up.
You have that second camera view. Maybe you have one off with it else.
That'd be better. I don't know. I mean, it was definitely less than 2 feet.
Okay, the drone is definitely, it's about a foot and a half away from the target. So I think this is the better score. However, it will still yield a score of 1 for the judges. Judges, that is a score of 1, best out of 2. All right, gentlemen, let's now proceed to mission number 3. I'm going to get you in position here. And we are ready.
Then just take off from waypoint 1 by about,
About 4.5 feet turn.
so what, like 54 inches? 54.
Yeah.
Uh,
While turn left and fly forward and land out.
oh, turn left.
Yeah.
And fly forward and oh, so we're gonna get it.
Yeah, we gotta get a turn.
So that's good. So we're here. That's gonna be our triangle. This is 4.5. This is 3.
Yeah.
Right. Right. 4.5 would do this.
That's it.
What's that for? Oh, you're finding this distance?
Yeah.
Okay, so and then times and then 3 times 3. Or
Yeah, it's 9, so then 29.25.
So 4. And then we're gonna find this. Okay, we're here. We're gonna find this angle. You go to the tangent.
The
Or invert it. And then down. Oh. It's clear. Okay. All right, no, try that one more time. And then do 45.
oh,
Not 45, 4.5, I mean. Sorry about that. Divided by 3. And is that 56 degrees on, I'm guessing this angle looks like 56. Can you do 56 or that angle plus 90 minus 180
plus 180, right?
or minus? We'll just do that enter and then minus 180. So it will be a negative, but we'll know what it is. This is what 3 degrees about. And this is a 56.
Yeah.
All right, so we face this way, 90. We're gonna want to turn 56 degrees left, and then fly forward about 5 feet.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. Can we go to the drone blocks?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, so fly forward.
Fly
50.
forward. All right, let's move this over. That's over. Fly forward. Have this. Oop. And then we're going to look about 56 degrees. Should be all right. Because about 60 minutes. And then fly forwards. What? Yeah, about 60. And then land, right? That should be.
Yeah, well, let's check the mission for them.
Hold on. Can you check the mission one more time?
Absolutely.
All right,
Take off
Right here.
4.5 feet
turn left.
and forward. And land out with my fish. Yeah, we're good.
All right, I think we're good. I think we're ready to launch.
All right. I'll go ahead and get you established to the drone. Gentlemen, you have a clear to launch.
Should we for a second?
Can we get the moving angle and can you follow the drone with it?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Launch when ready. Okay, this is your waypoint, and this is actually the distance from the waypoint. I'm going to go ahead and now and grab my tape measure.
Okay.
Now, based on where you are and where the center of the waypoint is, you are about 1.5 feet away from the target. 1.5 feet. Let me know when you have all the information you need.
All right. All right, that should be it.
All right. So I take it you are going for a second attempt?
Yes, please.
All right. I am now replacing the drone back into the takeoff pod.
We got the turn right. I think we should just dim this down a little bit because we don't want to overshoot. And then this, we maybe can remove like 5 inches off that as well, just to kind of make sure. You know.
So why don't we do this here and then
Oh yeah, you are right about that. All right. You know roll that?
so about 50 then?
About you said 50?
Yeah, I guess.
Uh,
I think it was only like shoots.
yeah, it probably. We'll just hope it's better than last time.
Yeah, okay, just the piece. The second one shoots maybe the second black hole shoots like 5.
If you want to.
Sure.
All right. It's better. Actually, since we also removed from that one, I'm gonna make it a little bit more. All right. We are ready to launch.
You are clear to launch, gentlemen. The drone is up. We have a turn. Based on your angle and based on the landing, you are now 2.5 feet.
Yeah, we should have recalculated that. I need to put that.
All right, so to my judges, that is the second attempt. That is a score of 1.
Wow,
All right, so last but not least, let's switch on over to mission 4.
All right.
Gentlemen, begin.
Let me stick off a one.
And land at.
Forward and land out forward.
Please read the mission aloud.
Oh, okay. The drone must take off from waypoint 1, turn right, fly forward, and land at waypoint 4 for 5 seconds, then take off, turn right, fly forward, and land at waypoint 2. So we're going to this triangle here, which is 3, 9.
Yeah.
Do arctan, well, you know what I mean, inverse tangent, 9 divided by 3. 71, 90, and can you do 90 plus 71 minus 180? Yes. All right, 19. Okay. So over here, turn right. What 70? I want to say 71. I say it's gonna be just 19 this time.
Yeah.
All right. So turn right 19 degrees, fly forward. Land for 5 seconds, and then turn right. Okay, so now we're in.
Let's find the distance.
Oh yeah, the distance. 90. You know what? Just because it overshoots, I think you just do it at 9 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just safer.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
108. And then we got to figure out. We're going from here to here.
Yeah, other paper.
Yeah, so for kind of finish off this one. Okay, so this already 19 degrees this way. 180. So it's this way, 180 minus 19.
180 minus 19 is
Well, we're actually turning. Well, we turned right. Yeah, so it would be 180 minus 19, I think.
okay. 161.
161. Can you? Oh no, yeah. I forgot. Oh, no, check that compass real quick just to make sure that angle isn't as much as I think. So if the zero is pointed technically this way, 180 right is gonna make us, or 160. That should be right.
Yeah.
Should be. Mission 4. So forward or turn forward right again, or turn right again. I mean, and then forward. Well, let's do 9 feet again. This is gonna over. It's probably gonna overshoot. Let's say 9 feet. You know, that's probably like about 10. And then landing, that should be it.
Lantern.
Uh,
So reversing this.
For this one?
Yeah.
Or from to get to turn this way?
Yeah.
161.
Okay.
All right. I think we're ready for drum blocks.
All right. Here we are, gentlemen.
Let's. Yeah, actually, okay. Oh yeah. So,
Then 5 forward 100.
no, we still turn left. Because remember, you gotta, because if you turn left, it's basically kind of
Oh yeah.
160 would be a different angle. Well, it would be this. It's the same angle, but it would be kind of different than that one. Wait, and then we turn, land, 5 seconds. Take off. Turn right. 161. And then fly forward 9 feet. Watch like the one time we like counter for like overflying. It's not
It's
gonna
gonna undershoot.
it's gonna under.
Yeah.
Hope that doesn't happen. But that should. I think we're ready for launch.
Okay, let me check the drone. Let's get the drone powered up. And let's get a connection established.
Man, it's flowing that way.
Gentlemen, you are clear to launch. Okay, we have a clean launch. Okay, right now, gentlemen,
We get multiple points for it.
the drone is 2 feet, approximately. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's gonna get better this one as well. Yeah, it's gonna. It should.
Okay, we have a good rotation.
Not the right way.
Okay, so right now,
Yeah.
There we go.
Is it?
okay, so the drone went to the wrong waypoint, of
Yeah.
course, due to the angle. Okay, no worries. So
Right.
it is the assumption of the judge of the game zone manager that you want a second attempt.
Yes, please.
Okay. Now we have a confirmation of that second attempt. Gentlemen, it is now back into the landing pod, the takeoff pod.
All right.
Please update your mission.
I still believe it's gonna be 651, but I think it's gonna be. Oh yeah, because that way.
My hands are tied.
So they gave you 180 that way, and yeah, that's right. I didn't think about that.
Remember, 180 is just what?
Turning.
Turning.
Yeah, back to the same way you came from. So.
We just-
What a turn.
Oh, it's a learning experience.
Yeah. Okay, I've never done something like this before, so.
Yeah.
What was it, 161, and then so forward. Okay, so the overshot. Okay, so let's just look at this.
Yeah, we should stop.
It landed there. On the
Yeah.
first time. Or around there, because whatever, And then it's gonna go. Technically, 180 is only this distance, but when you flip it, it's like that. So then we're actually only halfway. So I'd say even though it's probably gonna overshoot, I'd say we added a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe. It's that way, so it's like
Much overshoot.
if it does, I don't know.
Check the mission one more time.
Maybe. Well, I already know which one it is.
Yeah.
And then should land, right? You wanna check it?
Yeah.
Can we check the mission one more time?
Absolutely.
Okay. So 180 plus 19. Search 180 plus 19. Or I can
189.
literally no. All right, I think we're ready for drone blocks.
All right.
No, let's just turn around.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, you are clear to launch.
I think we're gonna make one change.
Oh, excellent. No worries. Launch when ready.
Yeah, right. Forward. And this one. Forward. All right. We are ready for launch.
Launch when ready, gentlemen. When you know it, the drone shuts off the minute you launch. Give me a second.
All right.
You have to love robots. Make sure that we have that. Yeah, 47. Okay. All right, and let's go ahead and launch, gentlemen. Okay, we have a successful launch. The drone is turning at an angle and flying toward the first waypoint. Wow.
That first one really works also. Probably matters as much.
But we got short distance.
Oh, it is a bit closer, I think.
It is definitely closer.
Yeah.
Okay, the drone is up.
Oh, yes.
It is now rotating.
There.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully
Oh, wow.
Wait, it might be like almost spot on.
Ah, and
Yeah. Then we
might
still
be
got
like-
more points for that one.
That's
That was still pretty
way.
good.
that is within, from the center, it is within 12 inches. It is 10 to 12 inches. That is going to give you a score of
Yeah, that was good.
It's better than
much better. Let's see. That is going to give us a score of
2, I think.
2, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is a score of,
So 3.
wait a minute, 3. No, I take that back because it is within 10 inches. It is 10 inches, 8 to 10 inches.
We got 8.
So I will give you a score. That will be a score of 3 judges. That is a score of 3 for this particular mission. All right, that concludes our competition. I'm now going to stop the share.
All right.
And I'm going to switch my video around here.
Yeah. This one's in the middle though, I thought.
All right, so let me take the spotlight off of me there. All right, so I want to bring up a couple of observations. I heard one of our contestants say, I've never done anything like this before. Well, guess what? That's what all of this is about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about making students what I call STEM uncomfortable. Okay, we're teaching coding, we're teaching robotics, and we're teaching 3D modeling in our schools. However, we've got to make it relevant. We've got to make it fun. We've got to make it tangible. And to the students competing today, yeah, today you're piloting a drone that's on the other side of the state in someone's office. Tomorrow you could be delivering anything from a latte to life-saving vaccines. And now you see how important it is to understand distances and angles and measurements, because today you're dealing with feet. As you go out into the workforce, you may be dealing with miles. Okay, and understanding just basically how to code that, or how to instruct a robot to deliver something based on time and distance, is critical. So, and I'll give a final thought on that. If you don't do something that takes you out of your comfort zone, you're never going to grow. Okay, that's the bottom line with learning. You always have to take on something that takes you outside of your comfort zone. So I'm glad I made you guys so uncomfortable today. It was my pleasure and honor. All right, so at this time, I would like for our judges to step forward and introduce themselves. And if you would, kind of talk, if you could share with the students how what they're doing here might fit in to your profession, and how you would utilize this technology in your profession. So Sean, take it away.
Hey, my name's Sean Olson, CEO, founder of an organization called Cloudwise. We're an ISP focused predominantly on rural areas, but we do have a portion of our business that does commercial as well. I actually just wanted to comment on a couple things, if that's okay. I appreciated the fact that you guys were very respectful of each other. I think that's important in any business and organization. I heard the thank yous and those sort of things. And I think that actually goes a long way. And I kind of wanted to just kind of think of things, as you guys kind of collaborated. I think you can take multiple paths to get to the same point. I think it would be nice to see the guys maybe both work the problem out separately or independently, and then kind of compare notes and results. I appreciated, one of the individuals kind of taking the lead, which is always good. I think everyone needs to direction and coalesce people. And I don't know all the tools that you had available to you. I don't know any of the commands that you had available to you. But I think there's multiple ways to get to a common point. So I may add that for your next round. In terms of drones, we're at ISP and never thought we'd be utilizing drones that much, but we actually have 3 of them that we use pretty often for various things, but predominantly doing surveys. We do a lot of surveys with them, both building surveys, height surveys, as well as general kind of 360s around towers and such. And we've recently had a drone custom built that could carry a payload of a wireless component that we can actually start to do tests and surveys at various heights in order to determine to get serviced out to people that may not be able to get it otherwise. So lots of applications, lots of uses, and I appreciate the inches now, but could be miles later because we deal with some of that. So, and we've you have to fail fast in order to figure out how to do it right. So overall, I think you guys did a good job, and I appreciate having the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, I love that. Fail fast. Fail fast. I love that. And that's exactly what you have to do. Fail fast, get back up, keep on going. So, great, Sean. I appreciate your input there. All right, Mr. Matthew.
Yes, hello, my name is Matthew McLam. I'm the Assistant Director for the Center for Geographic Information and Analysis with the state of North Carolina. So we are the central GIS team or mapping. You may be more familiar with that for the state. First of all, great job. I love the communication, teamwork. I'll echo what Sean said. I made a note about the thank yous that were going back and forth. So great job. Good job going back and double checking your missions. Even though you felt confident you had it right, good job going back and looking. You can, it's always, measure twice, cut once kind of mentality. So good job doing that. And you also stayed focused. You talked about the mission, you stayed focused on the mission and what was at hand. You didn't have a lot of chitter chatter going back and forth about stuff. Good job. And also kudos, I think it was on mission mission 3. You asked about the moving camera and you had them follow the drone. So good job on that. I would like to see you do that in the last mission, especially with the different angles and things you had to work with. But good job using your resources there. And just take your time. I know some of them you worked through kind of quick, and I know you even made a comment that you could have looked at your angles a bit more and made some different adjustments. I think it was on mission, especially on mission 3. I made that note. So, but good job. Great teamwork. Using drones, obviously at the state, different agencies are using the drones in different ways. There's an entire aviation division within DOT. They're using drones. Recently there was some flooding. I live in Wayne County, and there was some flooding just from rains on a road where the river runs parallel to it. And I was down there, I had my drone, and some emergency services people came up that I know, and they were trying to check on the bridge, the status of the bridge. And, they couldn't get to it because it was flooded. They're like, hey, can you go and check out the bridge for us? So we flew the drone, they got a real-time view of it. They saw what the status of that bridge was, and they said that saves us from having to drive all the way around the county and try to get to the other side of it. So obviously you hear about rescue missions and how it can be used in that regard. And there was, some people that have been lost in the river and things like that. And drones are great for those situations where you can quickly deploy something and get out there and look at it for those real time. So keep doing what you're doing. I think you've encouraged me. I want to go set up a mission in my living room and see if I can pass some tests. So it makes me really excited to see that and to see your enthusiasm. I can tell you love what you're doing. It makes me want to get back into physics and take some more courses. So great job, and keep plugging away at it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Matthew. And at this point, I'd like to hear from the students over at Gainwell Middle School. So if you would, can you share with us just a couple of sentences or so about your experience and what would you like to see more of?
I don't really know. I mean, it made me think, that's really when I'm doing this kind of when I'm doing this kind of stuff, it's just I'm kind of just there and like kind of in the moment. I go, we gotta get this done, and we gotta get this done now. I don't know. I don't really know. You got anything? I would be.
Ricardo.
My mind's kind of blank.
No worries. Look, that is the response I usually get from students after this activity, because the level of thinking that you've had to go through just sort of leaves you a little bit mentally exhausted, as if you were lifting weights physically in the weight room. You're now doing it mentally. So yeah, there's this mental tiredness that comes about, which is good. If you're mentally tired from one of my sessions, then I've done my job. Matthew, you want to, lend a few words about your experience with this as from a teacher's perspective?
This has been really cool to see. Like I said, I pulled these this team and the team from yesterday for the last about 5 or 6 weeks. We came into my room in the morning and we're doing the
Hey, Matthew, can you set that camera up on yourself there?
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes. Could you put the camera on you?
Oh, yep. There you go.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so we've had kind of like a practice for the last like 6 weeks in my room in the mornings. I've been pulling the 4 kids that have competed, and it's been really awesome to see how excited they've been. Just been able to fly the drone, and they've stayed really focused in those sessions, but still had some fun. Lots of crashes, but it's been really cool to teach them some new math skills and stuff. I'm not sure how the other schools are approaching it, but we took this opportunity to extend their math and, talking about tying in the Pythagorean theorem that they're learning in 8th grade math right now, and then extending that to our SOHCAHTOA math and triangulation to find angles to hopefully better, instead of guesswork, to try to get it more formulated. And so really taking that step. And like I said, it was really cool to hear Ricardo was the student I was talking about this morning, who was talking to me last night about how the speed could affect the stopping and the distance of the drone itself. And so that was really cool to see that connection of kind of removing the guesswork. Like there's still going to be some because of just the age group we're dealing with, and also our knowledge of the physics in the atmosphere that we're dealing with. So, but being able to see that, hey, I want to make this a little bit more accurate. How can I use science and math to make it more accurate, so I'm not just relying on what I'm seeing? So that was really cool. And, being part of the cohort has been great. Like I said, we've gotten the county really behind this, and they're as you can see, we've had the superintendent yesterday, and today we have the media coming in, and so I can only see this going to greater heights next year. We already got our class set of drones shipped in this week, and so we got a set of 10, so we got 20 kids in a classroom normally, so can we work in groups of 2, and we're actually going to kind of break off from drone blocks and hopefully try to bring in the Python coding. And Ricardo and Ethan have already started with me working on that and going over that stuff. And they're really excited, just from the sense that they've said that they've always wanted to learn how to actually code and not just do the drag and drop. And so we're super, like I said, I keep saying the word excited, but that's really the main thing right here. So
fantastic. Well, Matthew, thank you so much for your participation in the cohort. And even taking that to another level. For those of you that don't know, Matthew and I have been working on this Python curriculum, or this Python set of activities with the TELO to integrate back into our cohort, to integrate with our schools, to take that learning to another level. So Matthew, to you, your students, great job today. We'll be getting back with you next week with your scores. Morgan, if you'd like, can you take us home?
Sure. Yes. Gosh, this is so exciting, Jeff. This is exactly what NCBCE is about. I mean, I just love seeing all the career connections and the excitement and just the starting, just to think all of this came from the session that you did at the STEM Connect conference. So I love that. I mean, we took one 90-minute session and just have really extended it, and it's snowballed in such a wonderful way. So super excited about this. I mean, our whole team's been texting back and forth during the whole competition. So we love it. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate you students, educators at Gamewell Middle School. Thank you for participating in the competition. Thank you, judges, for joining us. We're looking forward to continuing the competition next week. And also thank you again to Bridge Tech, who is our sponsor for the competition. Everyone have a great day. Anything else, Joe?
That's all I have. If everyone
All
else
right.
is pretty good to go, thanks, guys. We'll be in touch soon. And if we don't see you after this, have a great summer. But our paths will cross again. I promise you. Everyone have a great day.
You just say.
Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. All right. See you later, Jeff.
All right, guys.
Are you,
Let me stop the live stream now.
and I was going to tell Sean to stay on. I didn't know because I